morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a fresh week where we discuss quality stocks and quality funds. We'll start with the Nifty, ladies and gentlemen. The Nifty is on its fourth uptick day, 22,637 for you. Is this a dead cat bounce in a bear market, or is this a fresh start? Only time will tell. But this is a fabulous time to buy quality, whether it's individual stocks or top quality funds, and buy them at a time when they are trading substantially below their all-time highs. I'll request the PCR to please start with the mid-cap index. The Nifty mid-cap index, ladies and gentlemen, has corrected substantially. What you see in front of you is the Nifty mid-cap 100 index. The all-time high that we saw was on 24th of September at 60,957. Till about 4 sessions ago, it was at 46,824. This is a massive 22% correction in the span of last 6 odd months. This has also made a lot of quality mid-cap funds very attractive. Mid-caps are essential for your long-term portfolio for wealth creation because over a period of time, they outperform the broader large caps. Now again, let me just begin with disclosures. This is not an invitation for you to buy or sell a particular stock or a particular fund. This is merely information, and should you want to get into this particular fund or a particular stock, you need to consult an independent financial advisor or a mutual fund advisor. Today we are going to discuss one of the very well-known mutual fund in the mid-cap space. It's called Mirae Asset Midcap Fund. This scheme was set up in July 2019. If you look at the CAGR returns from here, at that point of time in July 2019 till today, the fund has on an average given you a CAGR of 23.4%. The net asset value of the direct space is 32.50, and Mirae Asset Midcap Fund manages about 15,461 crore rupees. How would you want to invest in Mirae Asset Midcap? Of course, you can buy a lump sum at this point of time, but it is always sensible to hold these stocks for the longer term and of course put in a monthly systematic investment plan. Let it be 1,000 rupees, but at least make a beginning and put in some quality money in this mid-cap fund. Now, if you look at how the returns have panned out over a period of time, if you look at how the fund has performed with a 10,000 rupee SIP over the last 5 years, you would have paid 6 lakh rupees as 10,000 rupees per month. That's 1 lakh 20 into 5, that's 6 lakhs. And that amount would have been 9 lakh 78,156. This is a compounding of about 19.6%. This is critical, ladies and gentlemen, that you invest into mid caps and small cap funds with a period of at least 5 to 7 years as your investment horizon. Remember, these are very volatile products, and they often give you an opportunity to buy them at relatively lower prices than their all-time highs. If you look at the top NAV of this fund, it was 40.17 on 24th of September, which was also the all-time high for the Nifty, and it has gone all the way down to somewhere like 31.41. So it is an easy, if you look 9 over 40, 25-26% correction over its all-time high, and it's now available somewhere like 32 rupees 50 paisa. So a 22.5 correction from the all-time high. Now, why is Mirae Asset Midcap Fund a quality holding? Just look at the portfolio PE. It's a basic 23, which essentially means that the PE of this particular portfolio is less than the Nifty Midcap PE. And that's the reason, among many others, that you should be looking constructively at this fund. Price to book is 3.36 for the total portfolio. Of the 15,461 crore rupees that have been invested, the top 10 holdings have about 24.3% equity, which is roughly 3,000 757 crores are invested over top 10 holdings. The top 5 stocks, which are Federal Bank, Mphasis, Lupin, Indian Bank and Delhivery, have 13.4% of the assets under management. That will be somewhere like 2071 crore rupees. In all, Mirae Asset Midcap Fund has about 80 stocks, and amongst the top 10 holdings, 5 I have told you. The others are Paytm, SRF, Tata Communications and HDFC AMC. If you look at the return profile, this is a very interesting data. As I have told you, it was operational since July 2019. Within that space, the number of funds in this category which have more than a 5-year existence is 24. This fund, Mirae Asset Midcap, ranks 14. It has given a CAGR of 24.5% over the last 5 years. Each year it is appreciated by 24.4%. Of course, the midcap index, the equity midcap fund has also zone also appreciated by 24%. But in terms of superb quality, this is what you should be looking at if you are wanting to get a midcap exposure via the fund route. Again, as I say, about 15 to 25-30% of your overall mutual fund holdings should be in mid-cap funds, and this is the right time to get into it. As always, it has to be via the systematic investment plan. Please put in 2,000 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees, if more possibly, into this particular fund, and also a lump sum if you are wanting to buy into this volatility. Remember, good prices and good times do not come together. This is one of the most fundamental, how should I say, cornerstones of equity markets. This is a dip, this is a volatility, and this needs to be caught into your mutual fund and long-term portfolio. As far as prices are concerned, you should be looking at these kind of funds. Is there anything else that I would like to mention about this fund? Well, yes, let's look at the overall portfolio of Mirae Asset Midcap Funds. The top 10 I have already told you. Just a moment, please. It is overweight in financial services, which is about 20.3% of its overall portfolio, compared with the category average of about 17.4%. As also, Mirae Asset Midcap Fund is overweight in healthcare stocks. It is overweight in industrials, but underweight in consumer discretionary, as also in technology and consumer staples, as also real estate, compared with the sectoral allocation in these particular sectors. We've discussed the top 10 stocks. Let me give you some other names. From the healthcare space, it has Gland Pharma at 11th spot. From the OMC space, Hindustan Petroleum. Axis Bank finds mention from the private banking space. From the NBFC space, L&T Financial Services is there. You have again the quasi healthcare and pharmaceutical stocks, Glenmark as well as Fortis. From the internet space, you have FSN e-commerce, better known as Nykaa, and of course the power space represented by Tata Power, as also you have strong money put in Prestige Estates, Indus Stars and Cummins India. These are the top 15-18 stocks that we are discussing as far as the Mirae Asset Midcap Fund is concerned. At 32.5 rupees, this has corrected 22% from its all-time high and provides an opportunity for serious mid-cap fund holders to buy a quality fund available much below its all-time high and providing based on previous returns a good opportunity. Again, this has to be invested over a period of minimum 5 to 7 years. A SIP will work wonderfully well, and before you take in a step into Mirae Asset Midcap Fund, please do consult an independent financial advisor, a mutual fund advisor who can guide you on how to go about it. Ideally, you should approach the Mirae Asset website and use the direct mode growth option to buy this quality fund. Over a period of time, mid-cap funds can be anywhere between 15 to 25-35% of your overall mutual fund portfolio. Ideally, one is enough, but if you want to buy 2 mid-cap funds, that's also right. So today's coverage was on Mirae Asset Midcap Fund. Please do take a look at this wonderful scheme, which, as I have said, available at a 22.5% discount to its all-time high of about 41 rupees 17 paisa. Thank you for watching.
It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, a man who has shaped not only the financial landscape of Wall Street, but is now at the